Salutations, everyone. We're off to Prey on the Hunter as in more of our Road Lease Taken video series here on YouTube.com, recorded live at Twitch.tv. Per our norm for these kind of quests, we're going to go ahead and demonstrate where the quest is via the Explore Zone. I'm not going to stop and pick up like every Explorer and Rare and whatnot along the way because we are XP capped. And that would just hurt my little heart, running past all that experience points. But at least this way you'll have an idea of where it is in the quest, or through the Explorer Zone, so you can take the time to wander, or you can just buzz straight through whatever floats your boat. We're gonna go across this bridge.
Across the valley, you notice a landing ledge that leads directly into the Dragon's Sanctuary.
Basically, none of the quests are that hard to find. I find Enter the Cobalt to be the most difficult of all of these out here to find if you don't know where you're going. That's how I feel about it. Alright, this is a quest that you want to make sure that you have a death ward running. It's not necessarily the most important thing ever, but I feel personally that I still want to make sure that I have one going. You love that the dragon is the one from Korthos. Yeah, good dragons are hard to come by, you know what I mean? Alright, so the general idea is that we're not really clearing out the quest, although I should have left my hireling back at the beginning. We're really just kind of running away from everything, trying to get them to the point where the spores fall out and we can just keep moving, basically. Alright, and I also want to put on my Fireball Rune Arm and get that thing charging. So there are situations where you'll see these cracks. Close up to this one. And we can blow them away with a well-placed fireball. He's too far away. That doesn't mean that they work for everybody all the time, but it does work most of the time for me. So like cracks like that, good fireball placement, and you can bust through those walls on your own. There's a lot of like double backs and circles and stuff. I'm avoiding all that by breaking my own walls instead of waiting for the giants to do it. Which also means that we have a bunch of giants back here who are mad at us. They don't want us breaking our own stuff. Also, I guess let's play things just a wee bit wiser than we have been here. We need to get your act together there, mate. Maybe cast some healing spells on yourself for once in a while. Did I see a Reaper? Did the Reaper like come out of nowhere and get me? Oh, like I saw a Reaper. Aha! If you're gonna go bravely charge ahead, just fine. I encourage it. Take the time to summon a helper. Alright, so what are we doing? We are running through this little maze of shenanigans here, tabbing around, looking for a lever, like this one. In fact, this exact one. Now, it'll be scattered about these caves, right? I'm not going to tell you it's randomly placed and all this shenanigans. As far as I know, there's probably some sort of algorithm to decide where it goes. There's probably only so many pre-made locations that can spawn, all that jazz. But for all your practical purposes and the amount of times you're going to do this quest, consider it randomly placed somewhere inside these tunnels. So traditionally what happens is if you have another Reaper, I knew it. So traditionally, if you have multiple people helping, usually one person goes one direction, one person goes the other direction. And what that does is this lowers this force field right here that allows you to proceed forward. And there's another lever inside here that locks the force field down, which prevents all this trash from coming through and causing you difficulties. This will reopen later, so you can also work the lever to let people in and out, right? So say I'm waiting here at the force field and Scamore is ran off to one direction, pull the lever, and it's going to take a long time getting back. But I don't want to stand here and fight trash forever. I can actually pull this lever, wait for him to get close, and then open the lever, let him in, close the lever again, clear the trash. But also, there's more. As you proceed a little bit deeper into the quest, say like in this vicinity, there's going to be a minute where the quest continues on. Let's just go ahead and do that. And this force field will lower in this vicinity. Back into a different fire. I'm not worried about Featherfall. Break my ankles. I don't care. Alright. I will, however, fire off this fire elemental scroll for reasons. Alright, so what I want you to do while you're in this fight, I want you to take a second and tab around, right? Look down through the floor. And what you're going to notice is there's going to be a chest by one of these stalagmites will point straight down at a chest. I think. I think it's the one that goes all the way down to the ground. But you should be able to target it pretty easily here. After a little bit of time, maybe. And what you want to do is you want to kind of fight next to that, if you can, or at least in that general vicinity. And the reason why is because there'll be a chest, and your exit will be right there. So I like to fight as close as I can by that. Again, I usually can tab around and find it. And then once you know for sure where you want to be, pause for a second and take out this cleric. So you want to take out the cleric frost giants to carry on to move the quest along. So in this case, we killed both cleric hirelings and then rock slides spawned, right? I was wrong. It was the other one. It's the one that doesn't go down all the way to the ground. So, you want to have that extra little bit of spare time so you can open this chest, loot it, and keep running. Because you want to get moving through, leave these guys alone. They will eventually fall behind. Give myself just a little bit more buffer here. Alright, Clan, are you in range now? There you go. Slap a Jaheel on me. Thank you, my guy. Don't make me micromanage you. Get your act together. Alright, so we're going to run up this cave. At the end of this cave, there's going to be some giants, right? Same thing as usual. We're going to look for the giant cleric. And we're going to kill the cleric. Kill the cleric. Kill the cleric. You can kill the other ones too if you want. It's always good to kill the mage. But we're going to kill the cleric to move on with the quest a little bit easier. You can blow this door down with a well-placed fireball, like all the rest of them. But, killing the cleric is the easiest. Alright, so something that I didn't mention is somewhere, a semi-random location again, is going to be a chest, a bonus chest. There's only one, and in this particular run, that was it, right? So it can be in various locations in that tunnel where the lever can be. It can be in that first brick or stone wall that we broke open, running from the beginning of the quest, or it can be on either one of those two sides. Personally, I don't feel like it's worth trying to track down. So for me, if I happen to find it along the way, I'll loot it. But I'm not going to go out of my way to try to find it. It's not like, again, it's not like it happened to be when the quest first came out where you were getting, +4 tomes out of it and whatnot. It's a different kind of chest now, basically. Alright, so right here is a good time for you to kind of gather your thoughts, shrine up, make sure that your party, if your party is buffed up, stuff like that. If there's an unfortunate death, you need to throw out all your buffs, your cold resist and fire resist and all those good things. Because we're about to run to another portion of the quest. And this portion of the quest will become timed. And what I mean by that is, remember that dragon that we saw on the splash screen back in Korthos, etc.? That dragon will become under attack once we cross this threshold in front of us. And the giants will start to smash him. So if things like a Reaper spawn or a champion spawn, that's extra damage this dragon's going to be taking. So we got to rush through very, very quickly. And you'll get a message right here. Alright, so the giant's under attack now. So what we have to do is we have to navigate through these 3 different options as to which one of them is the correct option to get to the giant. So what I'd like to do is I like to check left and I like to check right. And that just lets me kind of verify where to go. I typically find it to normally be down the middle. That doesn't mean it's always down the middle, but I like to double check. Normally what happens in a real quest, someone will volunteer to go left, someone will volunteer to go right, and then everyone else goes down the middle, and they kind of call it out. Alright? So as you can tell, it's pretty easy, for the most part, to tell when a maze is blocked as you're running through. But the quest does have some opportunities to get really tricky, so you need to kind of know what kind of things to look for. First of all, this big blue force field dome tells you that you're halfway. This is now a safe zone. So we have tunnel 1, tunnel 2, and then what I like to do is I like to come down here and check the end of the tunnel and check number 3 first. And then as you look around, you go, okay, this one's closed. Alright, back. Then I'll check tunnel number 2 on the way back, because these tunnels are usually pretty easy to tell if they're closed off or not. But if you start going down this tunnel number 1, and it gets closed off, you'll be deep into the maze before you realize that it's closed off. Okay? I will tell you that in my experience, probably half of the time, it'll be down this way. Also, don't forget to double back through this. Just check it out. If you see a wall, the hole that you're looking for will be in this wall. So be sure to keep an eye on that wall. I think we're going to duck around this way and see if we can find it on the other side of that rock. But yeah, it's right here. So this is what you're looking for, is this big cavern right here. So you want to be really careful. You want to call it out. You want to lay down landmarks along the way, especially if you're with others. It's a really good spot for those big B pointer hands. This is also an excellent spot to use your various movement boosts, your sprint boosts, all that jazz. Because again, remember, as you're screwing around, that giant is that dragon is taking damage. When that dragon dies, the quest is over. So you want to be really particular about getting getting there and helping that dragon before the dragon dies. Also, just realized that this dragon doesn't know you're friendly. So you can hurt the dragon can hurt you. And sometimes the dragon wants to hurt you bad. Alright, same basic principle. There's another Fear Reaper. The quest advances on clerics. So we want to knock out the clerics. Also, the giants have what looks like their death ward, but it's not really a death ward as much as it is a special protection. So this will give you the Sojak's command. Immune to many compulsions, you can't dance them, stuff like that, right? But you can finger death them. You can circle of death them. You can basically do all the normal stuff. Right. This is the bad guy. So we want to make sure that this guy's aggro is on us. Always be fighting us. We're actually in really good shape right now. We have aggro, it looks like, of pretty much everything except for maybe one or two giants attacking the dragon. Not a big deal because the dragon was well over 50% points. So we're in good shape. Now we just need to clean up the giants. Again, focus on clerics first, after you've taken out the red name, if you can. Do we do the optional? Yeah, we could probably do the optional. Oh no, if we fail the optional, we fail the quest. Which is fine. I don't mind. No, not really. Alright, so now that we have control over this in-battle fight, right? We have definitely the control of all the situations here. What we're gonna do
takes a moment to rest and tend its
is we have an opportunity to talk to the dragon. Right. Now, there's a bonus. There's a bonus fight. There's an optional, a special optional. This is one of the few quests in DDO where I personally enjoy the optional in fight. I don't do it because it's not very efficient, but I like it. So I think we'll do it just for the video here. So we're gonna try to talk to this dragon. Yes, we met back on Korthos. She says, "Thank you, get out of here." Or we go, "Wait a minute, you haven't done a very good job of protecting these eggs. I'm gonna take you into custody." She goes, "Nope, not gonna happen." I'm like, alright. But look, there's two dragons. There's a mama dragon and a daddy dragon. Always two when there's eggs involved. The first time we did this optional, oh my goodness, it was legit scary. Oh my lord, it was amazing. Now it's, again, not the world's biggest deal. You're just fighting two dragons, it's fine, whatever, who cares. But, back then, ooh, you did some special stuff to knock that out. To be able to do this fight. Like, you would have somebody kite Dragon A, you would have team, like, run around, do all sorts of stuff. You would pike your healer, like, far, far away from the fight, where you fought everybody, and you would keep them, like, keep your healer safe at all costs. You would, like, go barely back close enough for a heal. It was pretty epic. It was a pretty exciting, like, fight. And, again, it was a massive surprise. Yeah, now it's just long, right? Like, we've almost got the first dragon to half. How long can we run backwards in a circle? That's the question, right? Long time. Fire off another endless here. Sorry, stay focused on one dragon. I think my hand just like instinctively flexed there and I switched targets, but we don't want to. We want to stay on one dragon at a time. Almost. Oh, I do have auto attack going. There we go. Let's just turn on our auto attack. Now we don't have to do anything for a while. So check and make sure we have plenty of bullets. Alright, we do. I would never try to do this on like a Sork solo. It would just be too much. But on this build, who cares? Is that it's literally just a matter of running backwards. I wonder if this would go faster with the broken heavy crossbow. So let's switch to the heavy crossbow and just check the damage numbers. I think they're going to be semi-comparable. But yeah, there's one more tier of fire damage. And the good damage is not immune because it's not the Nightshade Venom. And they wounding too. So this is probably just a hair more DPS overall. Probably not lots higher. But a little bit. Let's make sure that we keep this going. Let's make sure we keep haste going. See what dropping this on his head does. I didn't even see it. Did it not hit him? That's sad. Must only hit stationary targets. So the next time we see them go into breath weapon mode, we'll fire it off. See if we can get lucky. I didn't even see it. Huh. Wonder if we're just interrupting ourselves thanks to the auto attack. Fine. Ever since whenever I do this quest on Korthos, I think, man, I'm gonna kill that dragon someday. This is that day. Good thing this isn't like a real life duel. They would have killed me by now. Like, wait, you're just running backwards in a circle? Oh, we can fix this. I don't know how many dragons I gotta kill. Get my Dragon Slayer or whatever, so I can see hit points out of my monster manual. Couple, right? There we go. So now that you've knocked out that, you can come over here and loot these special treasure chests. Unfortunately, even though the big deal was made over you're going to confiscate her eggs, you can't actually touch her eggs, which is very aggravating. But you can get white dragon scales from these chests. Which apparently I didn't get any, so now I'm very, very annoyed. Teach me. Teach me! Alright. Once you have completed saving the dragon, if you feel like doing the optional, do the dragon optional, and then you come back over here. Way up here is the chest that you saw from where we fell down. That's where we fell down earlier. And in this chest will be the Dragon Shard Essence, a Toothpick, and then a Tempest Rune. Check the wiki for the SOS crafting. It's not super complicated, but to like get the thing you want involves some randomness, and I'm not going to get to it in this video. Alright everybody, that was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Please like, subscribe, follow, interact with the video, ring the little bell, all the YouTube-y stuff that's kind of gross, but please do it. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. Toodles.